Watch me show you how to design a stunning banner for YouTube in Canva, even if you have no prior experience. It's easier than you think. Alexis Aranoia here. Welcome to my channel where I help Gen Xers get on YouTube to start building a successful business online. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of graphic design. We're going to create an eye-catching banner for your YouTube channel so that you stand out in the sea of creators. I will introduce you to Canva if you haven't used it before. It is a fantastic tool. It has a free version and a pro version, but you only need the free version to do what we're going to do today. Many beginner YouTubers forget to create a banner or struggle to create a banner that is eye-catching and that looks professional. I'm going to show you how to use Canva, how to create a banner, and make sure it shows just the way you want it to show, so things aren't cut off and is crisp as if it was designed by a graphic designer themselves. So let's hop into my computer now to learn how to do that.
So first off, what is a banner? This is a banner in YouTube. So whenever you click on someone's YouTube channel, you will see banner and their profile icon. To do your own channel banner, you would go into your profile icon up here and go to view your channel. And this is my banner and my picture. Okay, so that's what a banner is. Why is a banner important? A banner is the first thing visitors notice when visiting a YouTube channel. So it makes it an important element in setting the tone for the business brand identity. That's what we're going to do today, and we're going to use Canva to do that. Don't worry if you have no experience with Canva, it's super easy to use, and I'm going to walk you step by step through the process. So go to canva.com, and once you're in, you can set up a free account, and once you're in there, it'll say, what will you design today? And this is where we're going to type in YouTube banner, and this will give us templates. So these are the banners that come up, a bunch of different banners. What I want you to take note of is that you want to consider what is going to be seen on your actual YouTube channel. So if we look at this example, this is what we're going to see. This dark purple is what we're going to see on desktop and mobile. This is what you will see of this whole banner space. So you will just see this dark purple, and that's why this part is the most important to design. And the area outside of this dark purple area, I would just say is extra. So you could add in more information if you want to, but it's only going to be seen on desktop. Macs will see all the way out to here. Tablet will see out to here, this mid-tone of purple, and then TV will see this whole thing. So depending on how they're watching your YouTube channel is something you want to take into consideration. I would say most are going to be watching on mobile, so you want to make sure all the information you want them to see is in this dark purple zone. So that's what a banner is and the purpose of it on your YouTube channel. Now let's dive into actually creating a template. So now that we've been in Canva and we've chosen YouTube banner, we can go down and scroll, and I would recommend looking for ones, like I said, that have this middle zone. That is the main information is in this middle zone. So this would be a good one to work with. And you're going to change things in this. So what you see is just kind of a base, and then you can edit colors, you can edit text and font types and all of that, sizes of things. We can do all of that super fast and super easily. One thing to take note of is this little crown. This means that it's a pro version. So you would have to be on the pro version of Canva to use this one. Otherwise, it's going to have watermarks if you try to edit it. So if you go through here and you find something you like, then click on it and create it. If you don't, another way you can do this, put in your niche. So let's say my niche is yoga. I'm a yoga instructor, okay? So then you can go through here and see that now the templates have been refined to be more about yoga. They have more of a yoga aesthetic. You could type something else in, maybe you're in finance, and then you'll get templates for finance, and you'll see how very different these are compared to the yoga ones. So I'm going to go back to yoga, and I'm just going to pick one. So I'm going to pick this one. Once you pick template, then you hit customize this template, and that will take you to another tab in your search engine, and it will open up this template that you can then start modifying. Okay, so I want to explain a few things about Canva before we start to change things. These are all elements in here added on to create this banner. This is a background color element. This is a banner element. This is an image element. This is a graphic element. This is text, and this is another graphic. Okay, so with each of these elements, when you select them, you will notice that this horizontal options bar changes. How you can modify this changes based on what kind of element you're selecting. This is a box graphic or a box element, so it gives you a few different options for that box element, such as color, if you want to animate it, the position of it, how much transparency you want to give it, copy style, and lock it or not lock it. Same thing with this. It has the same options. However, if you choose a picture, it's going to give you different options. It's going to give you edit image, flip the image, colors, animate, position, and the same options for the other element. Then if you go to text, this is going to give you many more options because text has a lot of options. So you have font style or type. and you can look at that there. You have the size of the font. You have the color of the font. You have bold, italicized, underline. You have strike through. You also have uppercase. Then you have the alignment of the text. Is it center? Is it left aligned? Is it justified? Is it right aligned? Then you have, if you want to make bullet points, then this is spacing. Do you want your lines to be, the letters to be spread apart more? Do you want the spacing between the lines up and down here to increase or decrease? So that's what that's showing. And then you can add effects to the font, such as, you know, lift it off the page or add an outline to it. You can notice those changes happen there. If you want to change the position is basically where this is located in the layer of objects. So I would say this background color is on the lowest level. It's in the back. And then this element is a little bit in front of that. So it's, if you imagine this as a stack of paper, this is the bottom sheet of paper. This is the one on top of that. This is the one on top of that. This is on top of that. So they're all stacking up. So if this is on the top layer, but we want to move it behind this for some reason, then we would select position once we have this selected, and we could move it backwards or to the back. If we move it to the back, it goes all the way to the back. If we move it, I'm going to undo, Control Z, undo. If we want to move it back layer by layer, then we would do by layer, backwards 1, backwards 2, backwards 3. You know, that's how it would change. It would go through different layers. And then we can also change the transparency, which I'll show with this actually. Transparency, this little icon here, lets you change how visible this is or how see-through this is. So if you start to decrease this, you can start to see things behind it. So right now, if it's actually 0 transparency, then it's 100% transparent. And if you increase the transparency, then it becomes the full image again. So that's a little bit of the basics of how this works. You can, like I said, edit everything once you have to select it in order to edit it. So if we select the background and we're like, this is not really my brand colors, I am more greens and blues for my yoga studio. So you can go down here. These are gradients. You could select a gradient color. You could select just a flat color. You can also go up to here and create your own color. So if this isn't quite the color you want, you could start with this. But if it's not quite the color, then you can start to drag it to the actual color that you like. So let's say it's more of like this green color. You can also use this color picker. So if you have something in here that you want to match, like maybe these pants colors, then you could just click on that and get the eyedropper of that color. I'm going to continue with the green color that we had, but I also want to make it more of a gradient. So if you want to make your own gradient, then once you're in this color, you can go to gradient and you can start to look at a different gradient. And the different styles of gradient are here. So we can have like a center gradient. We can have kind of fade to one direction, fade to another direction, different points of gradients. So I like this, but I want the gradient colors to be a little different. I don't want it to go to darker. I actually want it to go to lighter. So I like the starting color. This is the starting color I started with, but I want it to go to a lighter color. So I'm going to actually have it go more to like a white, so it stays brighter. So that's how you can play around with the background.
Hey, I just wanted to pop in here and say, if you are getting value from this video, please like and subscribe. It helps me to share my content with more people. Thanks so much. I appreciate you.
Then you can think about, okay, well, I want to change this to be my name. So you would just click in the text box and start typing daily yoga title for this. And if I want to increase the size of this font, which I would recommend, so you want to think about how visible this is on your YouTube channel. So I would actually want to increase this font. I can either drag this to increase the font, or I can go up here and increase the font up here by changing this number. If you have a certain size you want in mind, maybe you want 60, you can just type it in as well. Okay, so I'm going to move that. I'm going to move this up. Anything you want to move, you just grab it, then left mouse click and hold and move it around. You can also use this rotate tool when it'll show up on any element you select, and you can select on that and rotate around. And you can do Control Z, go back to what you did. Or if you want to go back, you can also do undo up here and redo up here. And it gives you the shortcuts for Canva, which is Control Z and Control Shift Z. So let's say we like this daily yoga, but we don't like the color. We want it to be kind of more warm and inviting. So I'm actually going to change it to gray. I think I'm going to delete this element and add my own element. Let's say you don't like this element. You have your own element that you want to put in. We can do that as well. But I also want to quickly show you that you can also change the colors of these elements. So if you do like this, you could just go up here and change it to your brand colors. So maybe my brand colors are blue and pink, or greenish blue, aqua color, and pink. So then I could change it like that, right? So that's something that's really easy to do with all of these elements. You could just select something, look for the color up here, and change it. So you could do that. I'm going to actually delete this element. To delete elements, you can just hit the trash can or hit delete on your keyboard. Now that I've deleted that, I want to actually increase the size of daily yoga, and I want to change the font because I want it to be more friendly and more less kind of serious. So I'm going to go up to here and select this drop down menu. And there's a lot of different types you can choose of fonts. So you can have like categories like handwriting, corporate, display, headings, paragraph, serif, sans serif, rounded, modern. I would like to go with maybe a handwritten font style. I really love minstrelly, but it doesn't work with this. So maybe we go to try Brittany Monsalva. I like that a lot, so I'm going to go with that. It looks kind of Asian-esque somehow. So I'm going to go with daily yoga, and then I want to add a text block. So what I go over here is where you can start to add or upload things. So down here on this column, you can see that there's elements, text, brand, uploads. What we want to focus on are elements, text, and uploads for this tutorial. But for right now, I want to add text. You can add a heading, a subheading, and a little body of text. I'm going to add actually a subheading. I think that's a good size, and I can always scale it down. So I'm going to double click inside, hit delete or backspace, and do with anime. And then I want to change the color and the font type, so and size also. So I'm going to change the color to be this green color that I like, but maybe we make it a little bit darker, so I can double click in this color. And I'm going to change the font size, so I'm just going to select the element, go up here, find something that's more fun with anime. I like that, but it's too busy with both of these, so I think I might change this one. But I like with anime, so I'm going to leave it like that. But I'm going to change daily yoga to be something a little more straightforward. There, I like that. So I'm going to do daily yoga with anime. I might scale this up a little bit and place it like that. This space is quite big. Maybe I just do daily yoga anime, something like that. Okay, so now we have daily yoga anime, new videos every week. I think that's fine. I think I want to add in a little logo here or some sort of element. So if we go up to element, we can look for elements such as yoga related. So you can type in yoga. And then when you type in yoga, you could see all these options, graphics, photos, videos. So if I do graphics, it's like Illustrator kind of graphics, illustrations. If you go to photos, it's more photos of actual people doing yoga. I'm going to do a graphic. And I'm going to find something that I think looks like what I like. I think I like this. So I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to stick it over here. And then once it's in, it just pops in anywhere. You can either click over here to bring it in, or you can select it, hold left mouse and drag it to where you actually want to put it in your document. So I'm going to put it here and then I'm going to shrink it down. So I'm going to left mouse click and hold. And I think I'm going to put this here. And if you notice these red dashed line, it's a guide. It's showing you how it's aligning on the page when you left mouse click and drag this object around. So if you want it centered between this daily yoga, for example, it'll show you that. I want it centered over here between these elements. So that looks like about center. Actually, I don't like it centered. So I'm going to drop it to the bottom and then maybe drag it to the top so it fits. Something like that. And then I want to change this color again to be in my brand colors. So I'm going to make it this dark greenish aqua color. I would like to change this also to maybe a pink color. No, leave it with off-white. But as you can see, any of these things you can choose. Now, if we go back to our YouTube banner guidelines, we can see that this is the zone we want to focus on. So when we put that lotus flower, it might get cut off on the mobile app, but it will be shown on tablet and desktop. Or it might be cut off on desktop too. So you might want to consider, do I want to shift this inward? So I think that in general, I will want to shift everything over. So I'm going to left mouse click and drag over everything. And I'm just going to shift these a little bit to the center. And then I can shift this back. And you can hold shift to select more than one item. So drag this a little closer here. And I'm going to bring this a little closer here as well. Okay, so say you also got this banner and you're like, I don't really like this element in the background. It looks too sciencey for me. I want it to be something more yoga-like. You can just select it and delete it. And then you can either leave it like this, but this is what people will see on a TV screen. So if you want to add in more elements here, you can. Let's say we go up to elements again and we look for something, I'm going to say like dots, instead of that sciencey looking thing. So you can see all these different options you have for dots. So let's see, I could add in maybe something like this would be interesting to put on, and you can scale it up by dragging this. And then this is where we want to think about layers. So first I'm going to change it to be some kind of greenish color that I like, and I'm going to put it behind. So this is where you'll want to think about layers. Obviously this layer is now on the top of the stack. If we're thinking of this as a stack of paper, we want to push it back because I don't want to block this image. So what I'm going to do is once the element is selected, I'm going to go up to position and I'm going to move it backwards. So it puts it to there. And I think I like it there. If I move it all the way back, I don't like it. I think it should be behind this element, but in front of the banner element. So I'm going to go forward, and that is where I like it. I also want to maybe rotate it a little bit. So let's rotate it around so it's more like something like that. And if you want to change this image, so let's say you want to put the image of you in here. If you want to upload your own elements, you go to upload, then you upload files, and you find the file on your computer or wherever you have it saved. I have some images of myself in here, so I could drag them in there. But to use this, so I select elements, I type in yoga, I go to photos, and I find someone stretching. Let's say I like this one. So I'm going to bring it in, and what I'm going to do is first I'm going to delete this image, and this is what we call a frame in Canva. So I'm going to drag this image into that frame, and it places it in there. So now this image has been cropped by this circle, and I double click it, I can move the image around where I want it to be. So I could shrink it down. Usually you could shrink it down. Oh, but it's not big enough right there. So if it was a bigger image, I could shrink it down if it had more space above it or below it. But let's say I want to center it right there. Then I click out, and now it's in that position. So that's how you would change that. If you want to change the frame type, if you don't want a circle, but maybe you want a square, then you can go up here and you can type frame. And here's all the frames. Hit see all. There's all the frame options you have. So you could make it, if you wanted to show that you could watch it on your app, like maybe an app for your YouTube channel, you could go over here and you could put this phone in your banner and show you on that doing yoga. So you could go back to, let me go back to yoga, photos. It's a tall vertical thing, so I think I would put something more vertical like this, and then I would just drag that into there. And that can show, that's not a very good image because it's very dark, but you know, you could show that you have an app, and you could even write some text here that says, download my app for free, or download my app, or something like that. So those are frames, and that's something to think about. The main things I think you want to know in order to use Canva is that you can select anything, you can move it, rotate it very easily, you can scale it, you can change the color, you can animate things. You don't really need to animate things for your banner, but you could. So I'm not going to talk about it here. You can position things frontwards, backwards, left align, right align, transparency. You can play with transparency. Maybe I want these dots to be more faded. You could do that as well. And you can edit the image. So in this image, if you want it like flipped, let's say you brought in an image like this, and you wanted it facing the other way, because it's really important when you're designing graphic design elements that you want to keep the focus in this center zone. So you don't want her looking outwards. It takes your eyes and your minds out of the banner. You want it to turn around so it's facing inwards. So if we select this and we can hit flip, we can flip horizontally. This will make it more kind of having your eyes move towards the center. I would actually want to move this over so it's something like that by double clicking in it. So that's another option. So I think this will get you far enough with Canva in order to create a good banner. Then you just go up here to the right hand corner once you're happy with this, and you hit share. And then from share, you hit download. And then here I would choose PNG. And here you can set the size, like how big you want it, how many pixels. Since this is set to YouTube banner, I would leave it at what it is right now, at 1 is the normal size. And I would hit download. Then you have it download, and it saves to a certain spot on your computer, usually in just your downloads. Then you go to your YouTube channel, you go to your profile icon, go to view your channel, then you go to customize channel, then you go to branding tab, and here you will find your banner image. Then you can hit change, and then you can go to find that and upload it, open it, and then you can see what is being cut off and what is not being cut off, and what one would see on the mobile application versus desktop and TV. So once you're in here, you can click and drag this around to make it more fit with the, like if you notice this, it's, you know, you're going to see an uneven amount of this, and I want this banner to be centered. So you can click and drag this down to make it more centered. You can see that this is cut off, this lotus. So I could go back into Canva, shift all of this over a little bit, and also change this to be much smaller so that it all fits in this zone, if that's important to me, which I think it is important because most people are going to be looking at a desktop and mobile apps. So I would make sure this zone is really designed well, and then you could add in additional features outside. So you could go back into Canva and kind of shift things around and update it as well. Once you have it the way you like it, you can hit done, and then you go up here and you hit publish. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to actually cancel because I don't want to change my banner, but you would hit publish, and then once you publish it, you hit view channel, and then you can see your new banner uploaded here. There you go. That's how you do a banner in Canva.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in learning more, definitely click on the video links that I'm placing here and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching. I truly appreciate you guys. Until next time, bye-bye.